Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Valley, and today I'm going to be presenting my research proposed title, Navigating Misinformation, the Role of Algorithmic Personalization and User Characteristics on Social Media. In today's digital world, misinformation isn't just widespread, it's personalization. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat curate our feeds based on what we've clicked on, what we've watched, and even what we've paused on for a few seconds. This means that misinformation doesn't appear randomly. It's shaped by algorithms that prioritize engagement and by our own levels of media literacy and critical thinking. As a young adult who uses these platforms every day, this issue feels both academically important as well as personally relevant. My research focuses on one main question. How do algorithmic personalization and user-level factors such as critical thinking, media literacy, and demographic differences shape individuals' perceptions of misinformation and a pattern of digital engagement on social media platforms? To understand the question, I've reviewed existing research in three main areas. The first study saw how algorithms amplify content that matches existing beliefs and personal responses. This selective exposure can reinforce our biases and even contribute to polarization. Secondly, personalization and emotionally intense content has been shown to impact mental health, especially among young people. And third, user-level skills such as media literacy and critical thinking play a major role in whether someone can identify false or misleading information. However, when people know how algorithms work, that doesn't always mean they can actively identify correct misinformation. Young adults, including myself, tend to scroll past it instead. Despite all this research, there is still a major gap. Few studies look at algorithms and user psychology together. My study addresses that gap by looking at how these two forces interact in real-world digital environments. To explore this, I propose a mixed methods design consisting of surveys, digital behavior logs, and interviews. The surveys measure participants' critical thinking skills, media literacy, and perceptions on misinformation and platform usage. The digital behavior log, such as screenshots and screen time summaries, give insights into the kinds of concepts participants actually encounter in their feeds in their daily lives. And the interviews offer a more personal understanding of how people interpret personalized recommendations, and how they respond emotionally to the content that they see online. This study will involve about 150 young adults between the ages of 18 and 30. This is the ideal group because young adults are active digital users exposed to misinformation regularly and are familiar with how algorithms work. Being a being a member of this demographic myself helps inform the kinds of questions I ask and how I interpret results. In terms of analysis, the surveys will be examined statistically. The digital logs will be looked at for the topic, credibility, misinformation signals, and the interviews will be analysed for themes such as confusion, emotional reactions, and strategies for dealing with questionable content. Putting these together, these three methods will paint a fuller picture of how individual traits and algorithms interact. I expect to find that participants with higher media literacy and stronger critical thinking skills will be better at identifying misinformation. I also predict that highly personalized feeds will correlate with selective exposure, meaning people tend to see the content that fits what they've already believed. From the interviews, I anticipate the participants who recognize their feeds are heavily personalized may experience confusion, frustration, or even disengagement from digital spaces. This research does have some limitations, however. Participants may be hesitant to share their screenshots or self-reported survey responses, and it also may not also reflect their real behavior as they know that they're in a study. Young adults might also under-recognize misinformation because it blends so well, or it's emotional and professionally looking, so they might not understand. Still, these limitations can be addressed through clear instructions and the mix methods that I'm using. Ultimately, this study hopes to make several contributions. It brings together algorithmic mechanisms and individual psychology traits to better explain why misinformation spreads. It also highlights the everyday experience of young adults and offers insights that could support stronger digital literacy programs. Thank you.